Alright guys, hope you're doing well and great. Alright, in this content for today, I want to share with you about why you should start your business marketing before you start a business. So it's very important. I want to actually share with you the live content as well, why it is really important before you invest all your money in the business, before even you market your business, right? So it's a very simple process and step that I would like you to share, and also follow whatever the contents that I'm sharing with you, and on top of that you can apply your own experience and all your ideas and concept, right? But at the end of the video there is a lot of information. You gotta just make sure that you watch the entire video for today. Alright, I hope you learned something from this content. Let's get into the content for today. Alright guys, in today's content I want to share with you something very important before you start your business. And if you already have started, then you know what you actually have to implement in your business. So this is mostly for a startup restaurant or any business that whoever wants to start a business basically, right? So what I want to share with you in this content is that never ever start a business without marketing first, right? So there are many people who wants to start a business right away, got a cash, got the locations, everything is all set that they want to start the business. But then what happens is the first month, the second month, the third month, right, there is not much traffic in the business and the business end up going down. So what happens is that less than 6 months the business has to go and shut down, right? So we gotta do the inverse strategy over here. So that is the reason why I want to share with you that do not ever start a business without marketing first. Now here the question, how do you market your business without starting the business, right? So the purpose, we got to understand the first principle. So the purpose of marketing your business before you start the business is to understand your audience engagement rates and analyze if the service or product or service really fits the market. Basically what you have to understand is that if you have, let's say, a website, right, you create a website and that is going to be the first representative of your business, that's going to be the first spokesperson for your business, right? So what you want to understand is that whatever the menu that you have in your mind, you're going to create those product already. Maybe you have the picture, right? So you have all those contents already, so the business is ready to go. But it's just that you haven't ran the locations or all those things yet. You haven't bought the equipment and anything yet. But your first thing what you did is you bought the equipment. That's already you build up the website, right? So now through the website, this is how you're going to engage your audience, right? You don't have to necessarily sell the product right away, but what you have to understand is that whether your audience will like your product or service or not. So there is a way you have to engage, or you can engage the audience that you have, the future customer that you're going to be coming into your business, right? Or to buy a food or whatever, to purchase anything from your business, right? So what you have to understand is that the age, the income, and the type of communities that you have around your business who will be responding to your business, right? That is what you want to understand. So the first thing that you have to do is this: create a website, set up the menu, and build up the website just exactly how you're going to be using in your business. So that is going to be your first investment. But you don't have to start the business, physical business, right at the moment, right? Here's the reason why. We're gonna go to the next slide, and I'll share that to you. So how do I market my product without having the product, right? That's a good question. So what you do is you gotta create a hook, so something like a magnet, right? You have to offer that people will get when they sign up, right? Subscribe, follow social media page, comment on your post. So you can just imaginary products, right? Whatever you are trying to come up with, you can take the pictures of all those things and try to share what you're going to be offering to your community. And if they are actually following you without the product itself, then that means that it is a good sign that your business will have a high engagement rate. So for the first thing, without having the product itself, how you market it, right? You just have to create some sort of a sign up page, or create your social media in Facebook and Instagram, TikToks, and all those things, right? And then communicate with them, engage with them, right? So what happened when they communicate with you, right? When they sign up, when they subscribe, when they follow you on social media, when they comment on your posts and all those things, that goes to be the next question, right? So what should be my offer? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be offering in terms of acquiring customers, right? You got to think in customer acquisition program, right? So what you have to do is set up customer loyalty account, right? It's mostly it's available in, and you don't even have to buy any software or anything like that. But then there are a lot of other a POS system, they provide this with your application. So for example, if you're using Square does has this customer loyalty program. There are a few things that it's payable, and there are things which is not, right? So you might want to just look around in that first, and then work going to your budget. So the first thing is that, now let's say in the previous slide, if the people are engaging in your marketing, right, just the website and the product the virtual product basically. So what you're going to be offering is, when they sign up or they comment and all those things, you're going to be providing them a loyalty program. So what you can do is that once they're going to be signing up on your website, or when they comment on these things, your post, or if they share your post and all those things, right, you're going to give them a discount, right? You are trying to attract initial customers, right, as much as you can. That is the best. So you gotta have to think about, like, you need at least 500 to 1,000 customer to engage, so that there will be a period of time before you start up the business opening date, and also the time when you start this campaign. So you at least need at least 90 days, which is 3 months ahead of the time that you have to create this program and start getting your customer before you even sell the product, right? So what you're going to do is that once the customer sign up, or once the customer comments or share all those things, right, you're going to be giving them some sort of a discounts on their purchase when you open the stores. Or you're going to create a loyalty program where they use their phone number or email address or something like that, and then every time they purchase it, they're going to be getting some sort of a point, right? So a dollar would be, like, let's say 2 points or 5 points, right? So anytime when they spend a dollar, right, they'll just get some sort of a point. So what happens is that when they accumulate all those points down the line from your store, they probably will get some sort of higher value of a discount with using their points. So that's the other way to attract a customer. And also you'll have the exclusive access to the customer with the customer, right? Or say you're providing the exclusive access to the customer. Basically what happens is that whenever you are coming up with a new products, or you want to launch a new product, that point of time you want to offer those people maybe like 50%, maybe like 30% discount on each new launch product, right? So there's a lot of way you can offer to them, but the only thing in the purpose of offering them is that you want them to engage here and subscribe to your whatever the email list that you want to come up with your website, or say you want to create a followers, and if they do like it, just comment them, DM them. There's a lot of way to do around. So then the next one is that, what are the advantage of marketing my business product before the business start, right? So what happened here is this is very, very important, because I have faced this many times, and I've been trying to explain to many business owners, but many people don't understand it because they end up from the technical background. They're just a chef or a business owner, or they got some money, right? But the problem is that they will have to also they need to pay an attention from the technical point of view of the platform itself. So what happened here is that so when you do your business, like marketing three months ahead of the time before you even launch the business, right, the grand opening day, what happened is that this Google will collect all your data already, right? So what happened is that it will help you in building up the SEO. So the reason why we need at least 3 months, because Google takes more than 3 months to develop and collect data, right? So if you can set your website and start doing SEO 3 months before the business launch, you will have better search results. At the same time, you will get better ROI on all your future ads campaign. This is something which I'm going to actually share with you. Please do watch at the end of the video, because I'm going to show you each and every screen that will recently come up to me, and I was trying to kind of analyze it. So I thought maybe that report, and this is something that very practical that I will be able to share with you guys, so you don't go through these mistakes again, right? So now, how will I know if my campaign or marketing will succeed, right? Usually you will get to know it. So you have to give it time, right? So let's say you have to set your Facebook campaign or Instagram campaign, so both works along at the same time through the Meta Facebook Meta service, but then Google takes a little bit of time. So but then what happened here is that you have to give at least 30 days for the campaign to pick up, right? It's not going to be effective immediately, right? Sometimes it takes 7, 14 to 30 days. So minimum to minimum, you will see 7 days or something is happening within the second week, right? But you've got to be very patient. So mostly you want to set your campaign for at least a month and see what's going on here, right? So what happened here is that when you set your campaign, right, at least it'll takes 30 days. So after 30 days you will see that you're getting at least 150 to 250 clicks, or sometimes 500 clicks per day on your campaign, right, on the keyword that you use. So when you run your campaign, of course you are going to be using your keywords, right? So because you want to run, you have your own SEO stuff, so you already run your keyword and you already build it up. So then if you're seeing this 150 to 200 to above like 150 clicks per day, it doesn't mean that they have to buy, purchase or anything like that. But if you're seeing this click, that means it's a good sign that the campaign is going well, and at the same time you will have more data, right? You will be able to know that from which area that the demographic of your audience, where are they coming from, which city they're purchasing in, what are the devices that they're using, what time are they engaging, all those things. The data is there. So the only thing that you have to do is that you have to just set up a Google Analytics in your website. You'll be able to get all those data from the Google platform, right? So if you're not getting this kind of a click per day, then it's very simple. You don't have to get panic on those. What happens is that you might want to just change the budget, or just refresh or change the keyword on your campaign. So you just have to basically reset your campaign, right? So the final note in these things that I want to share with you on this particular slide, right, is that invest in your website before you invest on anything, equipment and all those things. There is a lot of company that gives you a lease or rent or whatever, payment, what do you call it, the later payment stuff, and also installment payment stuff. So, and there's a lot of way you can also set it up, your property, buildings, everything within a short period of time, right? So the only thing what you really need to first invest would be in your website, because your website is a spokesperson for your business, right? Nobody knows who you are, nobody knows where your business is. But then if your website is excellent, and if you are really investing on your website, right, that's a really good thing to initially do before you even start your business. So sometimes website will cost you 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000, but at this starting stage, I would say just keep aside at least no less than 2,000 to 3,000. Keep aside to build your website, basic website, I'm saying to you, right? But if you need like a very complicated website, which is like a McDonald's or Domino's Pizzas, they have to do a lot of programming on that, and there's a lot of plugins and functionality installed in those applications. So it's going to cost you more than 10 to 20 or 30,000, maybe like more than $1 million, right? So, but at least keep aside. Don't be cheap on your website, right? At least invest minimum to minimum 2,000 above on your website, right? So the focus point on your website is that once you build it up your website, please do test your website every now and then. Make sure that before the business is launched, your website loading speed is really good, right? And SEO is really all set. And at the same time, make sure that the product images that you have put in your website are really crispy and clear, right? Because people eat first with their eyes, so they want to see what is in the what are you giving, what are you serving, and then they will see if they like it. Then they will, next phase would be what you are offering. If that fit into your account, if that fits in their money, their budget, then of course they will buy, right? So initially what you want to also do is that create a two kind of a segment of a pricing. One is a lower pricing and the other one is high pricing. But if you don't want to do a lower pricing, just give a standard pricing. But for the initial guys, right, because you are offering them some sort of a loyalty program, because they follow you on social media and everything, you can give them like a 20 to 30% discount on and make it a kind of a lower price for the initial guy, right? So, and also make sure that your website is very easy to navigate, and the menu is very easy to access. At the same time, make sure that it's easy to check out, because sometimes we end up just making it a cheap website, and then what happens is that at the end of the time when they has to check out, there is a lot of questions, this and that. So insecurity is something that will just skip the transactions. That is what you want to avoid, right? So okay, this is what the presentations I want to share with you, but please stay on the video, because I'm going to share you some live contents here. So what we just recently did, right? So just hold on for a second. All right guys, so this is one of the campaign that we have processed just a couple of days ago. So you can see that in 24, 27, so it's not even a 10 days yet, right? But this was continue 2 times. So we have started actually the campaign again on 4th because it was going down. So the budget for this campaign was about like a $50, but you can see the engagement rate here, right? In Facebook is about like almost like a 4,000, 5,000. This is about 8,000, right? So the paid reach is 11,728, right? So one of the things that also you have to understand is that you have to constantly post some sort of a content all the time in your social media, right? So this is one of the number that I want to share with you. See, you can see here the engagement rate, right, is going high, right? So we got up to 9,674% on Facebook, and also at the same time we got up to like a 15,700 in the Instagram. So what you can see here now is that people are visiting, right? People are higher visit rates in Facebook compared to the Instagram, right? So this is a new account, so we just have like a 2 likes and followers. Now here are some of the stats that you will be able to see. This is what we needed. If you would have created your website like 3 months ago before you opened the business, you would have got all these informations already by now. So this is the reason why you have to invest first in your website and gather as much as information so that the website, the traffic, is able to drive all those data for you to make sure that you succeed in your campaign and your whatever the promotions that you want to do, right? So I want to show you here something. So what it says here in the benchmark, it says that because we are creating a content every now and then compared to the other businesses, we are ranking at a high level, right? So overview, right? So see, what we see here is mostly it's a video, and people are reaching to us with the video mostly, right? So this is one of the things that you have to really understand. Now let me just go to the next screen. This is going to be the campaign that we have started on the very first date, right? So what happened is, as I said, like this business did not do any campaign or any build up the website, or does not do any marketing before the business opens. So they have started after 2 to 3 days, right, when the business started. So we have seen a lot of issues here, and which means that we have a lot of options or opportunity to implement. That means that if we can correct those concerns, then we will be able to upgrade whatever the weakness or the opportunity that we have it, right? So now as you can see here, the campaign, just organic search, we did some sort of keyword searching as well, because the budget is not that high for this one as well. But you can see here now what I want to share with you here is the audience rate, all right? So just be patient on this screen because there's a lot of good information that I want to share with you, right? You can see the interactions. So this is linked with the website, right? So this particular analytic is linked to the website of the business. So there is one thing that I want to show you here. So the organic social direct organic search, right? The organic search is a little bit less, but our keyword that we use to run this campaign is going really good. All right, so let me just show you here. Okay, now you can see here on the landing pages, right? So this is the home page where people are interacting. There is a total 210 visits, right? But what happened is that the transactions happened for $68. But now here is something that you guys would like to see. Let me share to you. Not the purchase. Okay, this is very cool, right? This is what I want to share with you. Close the purchase journey, right? So what happened? This is totally, as we said, that they do not have the app or anything, but this is a website, right? So what happened is here, the abandonment rate is too high here, like 80%, right? And then the abandonment rate at the view product, then add cart, begin checkout, right? Purchase is like what's the purchase here, right? The purchase is, I don't know, even doesn't show here, right? So what happened here is that the time when they started the session, right? The page is the website page, right? It's nothing much. It went straight to the menu, right? And there's a lot of menu in the web screen, so it's kind of hard to navigate, right? So people are accessing through mobile, right? So see, you can see here, session start. People, this is the start of the session, right? You cannot do that, right? people are getting into your website, the traffic is there, but the problem is that we are not getting in there. We are not getting to the final steps. So this is what I want to show with you. The session start is there, then they view the product, then add to the cart, then begin the checkout, then the purchase, right? But in our cases, what happened is that one is the it should be like the opposite of whatever we are seeing here. So it's supposed to be 1 or 2% of the session start, and but then the purchase ratio or the purchase percentage has to be higher, right? So mainly this happened because, as I mentioned in the previous slide, it is because it's hard to navigate, or the offer that people are able to see. Like when you log into the website, right? I visit your restaurant website, I want to see what is the food that you offer, right? And I want to see that food, and if I really like it, if it's just tasty and all those things, then I want to see what is the price that I can buy, right? That is what here people got stuck, because there's a bunch of products is there is no offer in there, and there is no clear picture in there. So that's the reasons people are leaving the site without purchasing at the session start, right? So let me just go to the other screen here. I'm not explaining you about how Google Analytics work, but then it's just about, so here you will be able to see like a little bit of the demographic, but at the end, this is what I want to actually share with you, right? So the purpose of having a business is good, but then you got the purpose of having this website before you have the business, you start the business, is really helpful, because you will be able to get this data, right? People don't have to actually check out, because you don't sell them the checkout, but you will be able to see how long, if you have your website, even you did not start a business yet, somewhere the view product, this is where we want the high percentage, right, and low percentage at the session start, right? So we want to engage more high in this one, and once you started the business, we want it should go up and up from here, right, not the other way. So this is what I want to share with you guys. So just to make sure that you understand, like, you know, that it is much better to first market your business before you start your business. So how do you market your product, right? How do you market your business? Just create a website, and do not be cheap on building your website. See, once you build up your website, you can build up your website using SEO or any other applications, but my suggestions would be not SEO, sorry, WordPress. So WordPress is a very powerful tool as well at the same time, right? So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, just go with the WordPress. Just go look for somebody else who can help you out. If not, then you can contact us as well. You have my email address. I will be able to help you out, build you all these things which is required for you. And if you are not that far from us, probably we can come and take a video and take pictures of whatever the food that you want to sell, right? All right, guys, I hope this content was helpful for you. If you do, like and share, please do, comments, or please do share to your friends and folks who would be interested in this kind of content. All right, guys, until then, you guys have a good day. See ya. Bye bye.